I saw these playing in Cardiff last night, and of course it was amazing. So today I am going to take Nails by Benefits for a run. And the watch is on, the music's on, and we're off. Come on, let's go, 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 go. The album opens with a warm, distorted glow and is tickled into life with squeaky clean mandibles. It's a slow motion meteor coming through your kitchen window as you put your spoon in the porridge in the morning. This tranquil sense of finality is smashed to pieces by machine gun drums and Kingsley telling us to reject hate. It's a powerful opener which has filled my legs with fierce bravery. Empire takes the empowering distortion and drone from Marlborough hundreds and creates a dread-filling monster. It's glorious noise. I feel like the Iron Man by Ted Hughes is chasing me, but he's a Tory voter with oil dripping out of his eyes and nostrils. It's a horror movie so big you've suddenly found yourself living inside it, and I can't run slow. It's impossible. The big teeth spookiness of Empire is so terrifying. It makes that opening drum pattern of Warhorse feel like a party anthem. I've managed to run away from that fear, and I'm dipping my chin in blancmange so addictive and potent it's making me want to smash up the nearest Toby Cavalry. Those wows on Warhorse are amongst my musical highlights of the year so far. I love it. I just love running to this song. Shit Britain is a big vibe change. The distortion gives way to tinted window bass lines and really crisp drums, and Kingsley gives you this much more relaxed delivery, but that does absolutely nothing to diminish the power of his lyrics. There's loads of sheep racing me over there. Come on, let's go. What more do you want? Feels like the sofa from Royal Family placed in a museum and is shouting through a dented megaphone held by John Cooper Clarke. The drums on this song, they scat sing like broken bodies in a nightmare. It's a song that puts home bargains, Weatherspoons and Facebook into a mulcher and then scatters its ashes across a boiling sea full of hate and prejudice. That sounds wild. I know what you're thinking. How can you run fast to something like that? But I don't know, there's humour in there and it fills you with confidence. I've forgotten about the bad knee I had at the start of this run. I'm flowing effortlessly. The Empire looms large like an enemy with fiery eyes. It's an evil we don't want to speak about. It's the mangled remains of sinking oil rigs and rusty oil tankers. It's the sound of decay, the screaming swamp that the Houses of Parliament are built on. Meat Teeth emerges from the fog. Kingsley's voice calls you like a red light flashing over the North Sea. It's terrifying, right? It's such an onslaught. But there, in the background, in the music, there's this really sweet sound, this melody. It's beautiful. It's like life is growing again. And now that beauty is engaged in another battle with a distortion. I love it. I love that conflict between the two. There's so much to take in lyrically on this album. It goes from surreal poetry to brutal takedowns of gammon, idiot racists and keyboard warriors. It's the perfect balance of real life observations and surreal churning wordplay. Sometimes the lyrical imagery is as distorted as the music, but like I said, it's presenting real life observations. So what that's doing is holding this perfect mirror up, but it's making us see the reflected world differently, and we are seeing the things are much more hideous than we could ever have imagined. Mindset has a modern hip-hop beat, a spinning plate drone and a rich belly flopping 808 bass. Kingsley uses his platform to dissect the modern world and the way it seamlessly mixes but non-stop war and adverts on the telly. The elite class sleep soundly in their beds while our minds are so set we're afraid to challenge them. In fact, we probably haven't even thought of challenging them. For me, this mixture and vibe of raw, distorted, angrier songs and these more mellow, contemplative takes, it offers two perspectives on the more fierce sounding recordings. We are there, we're on the street, we are, I don't know, dealing with these people face to face, and now on this, we're kind of looking above it all. We are contemplating it, we are planning our next move. We are trapped, but this album is offering viewpoints so far apart from one another that it's vast in scope and we can see gaps, ways to escape. ship. Flag brings things to the boil once again. This album refuses to simmer. It's either violently hot or chilling you to the bone. If this album was a chef, it would delight in burning all the souffle. When that programmed drum comes in on Flag, oh, that is so good. And here in the end, I'm picking up the pace again. That was a big climb up there. It was all uphill, so I'm gonna go fast right until the end of this album. Traitors really feels like the moment on the album where all this anger has reached the limit and we are now face to face with someone. There's a confrontation, there's a real fight happening, and it's such a clever twist in it where it's no longer personal. This fight is about the future of the planet. It's saying, we get the future you deserve. It's amazing, and the way the vocals are clipping on this song is so raw, it's so powerful. I need to stop talking and keep on running. In a weird way, it's kind of beautiful that this album has led up to this final punch up. Oh, I feel emotional listening to it. When you realise what is at stake, you know this is a fight you cannot afford to lose, and by doing that, it's empowering. It makes you want to make a change today. Maybe it's the heat, maybe it's the dehydration, but that yell of traitors, maybe it is the planet itself saying that. Maybe that's the planet speaking to all humanity, calling us traitors and consuming us. And after all that power at the end of Traitors, it only takes a few minutes of council rust to make you want to become a blubbering mess. This final song delivers a sweet kiss of meaning on your sweaty forehead. It pushes back against all the rage. It erodes that anger like the waves erode the jagged cliffs. It's beautiful and it's sad, and it makes you feel that on this album, life doesn't flow like a river, it rolls like a motorway, and the only way to get away from the noise and chaos is to become light and float above it all. And that's what this final song does. It kind of lifts up your broken, your drenched body and holds it up against the sun. It encourages you to contemplate your own extinction. It encourages you to think about what legacy you will leave behind. And that is a very dramatic shift the way you think the album is taking you initially. Initially it's full of anger and violence, and then it almost becomes spiritual. It transcends you. It makes you see the bigger picture, but that doesn't make you soft. It doesn't make you want to sit down and live an easy life. It makes you really want to struggle for change. With the rising distortion and kind of the twinkling beauty of some really nice melodies there, this song really is a dance between destruction and beauty. It makes you see the distortion in the context of this album is decay, and we are pushing against it. We want the good things to last forever. Oh, I'm done. What an album. And that kind of fitted so well with the performance I saw last night. Last night was, I don't know, it was like watching some kind of theatre show. It was really engrossing. That album, again, just holds your attention from start to finish. And like I said, there's a battle going on there. There's a battle where the distortion for me represents rust and decay, and then you've got these flashes of beauty which kind of like keep on trying to fight to get to the surface. And I guess you want to know, as you listen to the album, who wins this battle? Who wins this battle? And on Nails, it's the beauty that wins. I think that's what triumphs, because that's the last thing we hear on the album. Now, if we go straight back to the start, we are greeted by the sound of distortion and rust all over again. But it really makes you think about the album title, Nails. Initially, when you look at it, it's all black. You think of someone hammering a nail in a coffin, something sharp and kind of like violent towards you, coming towards you. But as the journey takes you on, I think the nails represents this need to cling on. I think there's so much hope. I think it's your fingernails clinging on. It's an album about not giving up. That's what I think it is. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. One of the best albums I've heard in a long time. That is Nails by Benefits. I love you. I'm Running Punk. You should be Running Punk too. Bye.